I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 8, Episode 3. We starting off with Phaedra. I guess since, her and Candy not really cool, and Nene's not on the show at this current time, so she ain't cool with the rest of the girls, so Portia gonna be her designated BFF for this moment. And then she decides, let's go out and get girl date and get us some colonics. And Portia, she ain't never had this done, but apparently Phaedra, she does this twice a year because she wants to make sure her body is thoroughly clean. Anyway, so Portia is sitting there having it done, and she's just having a conversation with Phaedra like this ain't done. Like, we just sitting at the coffee house, we sitting at your house drinking iced tea, just sitting there, and she gets to discussing the party she had for Duke. And she was saying how she felt some type of way that both Candy and her friend was making remarks about Duke. And she was like, these days you don't know who you taking a picture with, which is right. Somebody can be like, hey, I'm a fan, can I take a picture? That get out on social media. People started twisting and turning stories and making something into nothing. And Phaedra, she goes on to tell how her and Candy, they had met up and they had talked and discussed. And then we jump over to Candy and Todd, and Candy's telling Todd how she had talked to Phaedra, and Phaedra was feeling some type of way that Apollo stuff was in their garage. But Todd's like, well, you ain't had nothing really to do with that. You didn't say yes, Apollo. I took that upon myself. Me and Apollo, we best good friends, they boom booms. I decided to take upon myself to let my friend keep some stuff in this garage, That ain't got nothing to do with y'all, but this is just what's gonna go on between the two of them until they sit down. It would be good if Phaedra and Candy can just sit down and just let everything out on the table. Don't hold anything back. If they want to establish their friendship, just let each other know exactly how they feel, because if hold them back, then they not gonna get nothing resolved. So since Peter is out of town, Leon comes to help Cynthia hire a tutor for their daughter Noelle. She's going to be into going to homeschooling, and they need to find somebody who's going to be on point, helping her with her studies. I guess she want to be a singer and she needs to focus on that. I don't really know why she's going to be in homeschool, but Leon came in town. This is my daughter. I'm here to help out. And we got Cynthia over here asking the man the questions like, how old are you? You looking kind of cute. I'm like, Cynthia, you are not here saying how cute this man is in front of your daughter, your ex, and while you married. We are not doing this. But the man said, he's very qualified. He's with homeschooling, his hands on, because it's just like you and the teacher. The teacher doesn't have 20, 30 other kids to, deal with. So, oh boy, potential tutor and Noelle, they're leaving. Leon's like, there is really a moment that something that happened in your life that it doesn't get back to me. And somebody sent me that video of Peter, and I want to know how you feel. And she upset, but he's like, girl, I know you are that girl who's known for leaving relationships. But if you really want your marriage to work, I'm going to need you to fight for it. That's what you need to do. If it ain't no more fight left, then you can go ahead and leave. But if there's something left in y'all marriage that y'all want to save, you need to fight for your marriage. So we got Portia. She's with her job. They're doing a little charity run event. And I'm going to need Portia. I'm going to need you to not be on the ground showing your entire... Well, she wasn't showing her tail, but she was twisting and turning, getting this young little boy all hot and bothered. I'm going to need you not to do this in front of the children, okay? She was talking about something, yeah, baby, this is all for you. No, we don't do that. Candy shows up, but I don't even know why Candy was there, because she's pregnant and can't run. Portia's sister's there pregnant and can't run, but Candy was shaking the heck out of Portia, talking about something, well, I don't know how big of an athlete Portia is. I ain't never seen her run. I was like, well, I ain't never seen you run. I barely seen you doggone exercise, but you up here shaking this girl about what she doing, but, Portia, she wasn't the fastest person, even though she considered herself an athlete. She wasn't the fastest person, but she was out there, helping her job, people with her job and doing this charity event. So good thing for Portia. She likes to do stuff like that with her job, which is getting out in the community, helping with charity work. But I was like, really? Then she get to talking about Duke and how her friend and Candy was saying some stuff, and how everybody and their mama want her to get a background check, a DNA test, blood test, hair test, all these other tests, and see how Duke is doing. And she was basically like, when you first got with Todd You know how you feel when everybody was all up in your business. She just want people to back up off her relationship. If it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. She have to learn from their lessons. But Candy feels like she knew people who knew Todd, so she can ask them, "Hey, is this guy a good guy or not?" That's how she feel. But she does feel that Portia, she needs to do more investigations on the dudes that she keep company with. Kenya wants to be the next Madam CJ Walker, but in this century. She's been working on this hairline for like the past 4 years, and she's trying to get it together. She didn't hire the lady who did Cynthia's event to do her event, but she wanted to be more, 10 times more fabulous than what Cynthia's event is. Then her and who was that? Marlo, they was sitting there talking, and she's sitting there talking about something. Why in the world was Sheree coming for me? Like, why she was coming for you. It wasn't even that she was coming for you. She was defending herself against you. You sat there and just dogged the heck out of her house. Now, I'm going to be honest. Sheree, she has been working on that house for like the past 4 or 5 years. I give her that. But you didn't have to come to an event and just throw that in her face talking about the neighbors, they've been gossiping and telling me, dude, Sheree? Because she ain't even had that house done. She got like a little tent in the background where her and her kids be sleeping at. And sometimes when they get cold, she got to go inside of the house and they just sit around warming themselves. She made it just seem like all kind of wrong. That's why. But I don't know. Kenya, her job this season is going to be just shading people for no reason and then acting like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they mad at me. So it is the day of the More Hair Care launch party. We got Portia and her friend Kamaya showing up. They didn't have to walk up like 3 or 4 flights of stairs just to get to the party. So by the time they actually get into the event, they tired, legs sore, feet sore. So, they get to the party, and Portia's friend Kamaya's like, what, this don't smell like nothing. But, when you get a new product, you want to smell it. See if the fragrances are not too strong. So she's like, this smell like water. So she proceeds to drink it. I'm like, hold up. What if it's had like some kind of product or chemical that you could be allergic to or could be harmful to you? Now what? Now we got to take you to the hospital and get your stomach pumped. So the party's going on. Kenya had already said that she would rather the party be a little too cold than a little too hot, but she got a little too hot. Candy's sitting there like, what? It is too hot and I'm too pregnant. I'm up out of here. See, Kenya, this is karma. You was cutting up several fools at Cynthia's event, making a scene, just messing things up, and look what happened to your party. See, Kenya came in with her date Eugene and walked right out. See, even it was too hot for you up in there. So now you looking silly because you supposed to have all these fabulous events and parties. See, this is what happens when you up there cutting the food at somebody else's party. Your party comes around looking real crazy. I guess Kim Fields and her husband thought that, hey, this would be a great way for us to meet another married couple that we can hang out with. She don't really hang out, don't really have that many girlfriends. So this is a way to, meet some new couples. But Phaedra's like, what, my husband in prison. And Cynthia's like, well, maybe next week, because at this current time, me and my husband, we ain't really talking. So Kamaya, she decides to take it upon herself to ask Kenya, is there actually product in these bottles or is it water? And see, Kenya, this is where you lost her at. You were like, of course there's product in there. But no, you're like, I'll see and make sure I get you one with product in it. What kind of saying is that? And then I had to think back when Kenya was on the phone at her house. It's like the party was getting set up. I seen they just zoomed in on some dude getting the bottles ready. I'm like, why are he's getting these bottles ready? Like, did he just go to the tap and just pour some water in these? Because I'm assuming that your products was done at a factory or something like that, and they would have been shipped directly to your event and not to your house. It was looking a little suspect. I'm just saying. But then Kenya got there to walk out talking about some over there being shady, talking about some is that water in my bottles. Well, was it? Because you act like you didn't have an answer for that. So lastly, we have Cynthia coming home. We got Peter sitting in the kitchen like that. It's like people at Bravo's like, all right, I'm going to need you to sit here and look all extra sad. Like, I'm going to need you to sit here like you ain't been gone for 5 days without so much as a call and or text. So they had Cynthia earlier blowing up his phone and it's going to voicemail. He ain't even answering. I'm like, really, Peter? We not answering your wife's call? Like, I called my husband. The only way that he would not answer if he's at the gym and his phone is on do not disturb and he did not took it off. Other than that, you should be answering your phone. If your phone is in direct vicinity of you, and you can hear it, you should be answering your phone. But hey, Peter's like, you know what, babe, I'm sorry. But it's sad because Cynthia, she was like, it became almost normal not talking or hearing from him for 5 days. I was like, that's when you know that your marriage is in crisis. And I think that's what Cynthia's storyline is going to be this season. Her and Peter are trying to work on their marriage and bring back the love that they have for each other. But he does let us know that he was drunk before he went to that hour, lodge party, because he knew he was gonna get a whole bunch of talking from her friends, because it's the first time he didn't seen anybody since the whole videotape of him then came out. So he was gonna get a whole lot of lip from all her friends. So I guess he decided, I'm gonna give me a few drinks, so just blame it on alcohol. It wasn't me, kind of thing. But she was like, we need to do better. And she's saying how the fact that he didn't show her love, that's making her fall out of love with him, because like, you're not showing me love and I'm not getting the love I need for you, then like, what are we doing here? But she's like, she does want to work on a relationship, he does want to work on a relationship. He was saying how like when she was coming down at her outline party, reminded her when she was coming down at the wedding. But he was like, people get married for a reason. But she's like, but there's a reason for a divorce too, if we're no longer in love with each other. Like, I don't want us to just be together just because. I want us to be together because we love each other. So it wasn't that much of an episode. Oh yeah, Sheree and Kenya, they kind of made it like, I'm not going to talk about your house not being done, and I'm not going to talk about your house not being done. But I will say this, Kenya, do not act like just a few years ago you wasn't staying in that broke down apartment after that lady had tried to kick you out or whatever happened. That was, I don't know if you wasn't paying, for whatever reason the lady kicked you out and you was staying in that raggedy old apartment. So don't act like you always been living fabulous. Remember, you was in that broke down place. So yeah, that was the just one on. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment or a video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.